have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And this one is right down Broadway. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a party now. Check. Crunch. 49. Check 49.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 10. Now. 54.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get ready. Ready. 50. Plant. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the slant. Shift. Switch. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Taking it in. And his guys have taken the lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
On the
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
61, matchbox, fight. Hey, Steve 6, get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the comebacker, complete. That's Lamb. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Come off the ball. Yes, yes. Hey, exit. Watch out. Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 50.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Go. Hey, watch it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
Now back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Squeeze, double. You're out. Protect safety. Watch the ship. Hard. Watch the ship. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. They'll drop the throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big game.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On the run, it's Robinson. They find some open field here. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Come get some.
2nd and 10. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 10 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On the double. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. Robinson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Okay, ready? Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Grace don't travel, Grace don't travel. Slam. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Back to throw here. Got an open man, it's QT. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And the Falcons.
Chuck 31, squeeze, get in there.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Check. Kill. Check. Hey. Check. Kill. Charlie. Say.
They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 29-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check it out.
Hey.
Twins. Watch twins.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in four-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Check 13. Check 13.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a give, right side. Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin the drive with Robinson, and he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw now on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.